Marona Prophecy Productions.
This is Marona Prophecy. As always, I hope that you are enjoying the content. Today's focus is on
Sean P. Diddy Combs.
I hope you enjoy it. God bless.
Come out! Come out!
Well, folks, the verdict's in, and I'm still not too quite clear. I'll be honest, you know? But, however, he's down, but they said that he'll be out. And so, we see that Hollywood is in his honor. They want him out. They need Daddy Love. They want Daddy Love. They need him to be on the scene. He makes moves out there. He shakes, rattles, and rolls. So, here we go. Hollywood. The fallen angels. The fallen stars. What you see is what you get, but you can't see what you will. Let's get into it.
This is Marona Prophecy. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Now, let's get into it. I know I haven't been on the scene in a while, but I'm back, and I just want to touch bases with the Sean John Combs. Yes, folks. P. Diddy, aka Love, okay? Or is it aka Hate? I think so. Alright. But anyways, just clarify or provide more context about this story. You know, some of these things can be sensitive to the viewers. So make sure, you know, some of the family dynamics that I will be speaking on, his family dynamics, viewers' discretion is advised. All right. Now let's get into it. Early in his life and career, we already know. Sean John Combs, born November 4th, 1969 in Harlem, New York City. Diddy, you know, he was raised in a tough environment, losing his father to violence when he was just, you know, a kid. Despite of the hardships, he excelled in academics and athletics during his school year. And eventually he attended, university? Howard in Washington, D.C., but dropped out to pursue a career in music. I wonder who was knocking at his door. Or where was he at, on the street corner? When the devil approached him, you know, like the story Lady Gaga. His first big break came as a talent scout at Uptown Records, where he helped launch artists like, you know, Mary J. Blige and Jodeci. And then it came, he got Bad Boys Records, and that was the breakthrough. In 1993, Diddy founded Bad Boy Records, which would go on to become one of the most influential labels in hip-hop. He signed a variety of iconic artists, but it was his work with the notorious B.I.G., Biggie Smalls, that put him on the map. Ready to Die, we all remember that album. It became a groundbreaking album. And Diddy's persona as a flashy, innovative mogul began to take shape. However, the rise to the fame came with tragedy. We all know, allegedly, all right, Biggie Smalls' murder in 1997 shook the hip-hop's world and created a lasting rift between the East Coast and West Coast rap scenes. Diddy, who had a close relationship with Biggie, was deeply affected by the loss. You know, But fast forward to today, what are we hearing? Allegedly. Expanding his brand, you know, beyond music, Diddy began to diversify his empire. He got into fashion. His clothing line with Sean John became a huge success, earning him a prestigious CFDA Fashion Award in 2004. And we already know him for being drunk. Yeah, Ciroc. His alcohol that he represented in 2007. Diddy entered the spirits business, partnering with Diageo to market Ciroc vodka. It became a huge hit, cementing his status as a savvy businessman. But you know, he was in other things also. The media, he created the Revolt TV network, and I actually did not know that, aiming to provide a platform for hip-hop culture and music. Now, on to say his family life. They cleaned it up, but it's not clean. Diddy had a complex and at times controversial family dynamic, as we know now. Well, we been knew, but we didn't know it was that deep. So But yeah, it's out there now. He has had multiple high-profile relationships and children with different women, and his personal life has often been in the public eye. We already know Kim Porter was Diddy's long-term girlfriend, and they had 3 children together, Christian Combs, Delilah Starr, and Jesse James. Porter was a model and actress, and the two were considered to be one of the industry's power couple. However, their relationship was often on and off, and they had some public breakup. So in November 2018, Kim Porter tragically passed away with pneumonia at age 47. Diddy's grief was visible in the aftermath, only for him not to get caught, allegedly. And he has paid tribute to her in various ways since her death, including on the social media. He has since taken on the role of as a single father, co-parenting their children with Porter's family. Now, the other children we already know. He has a total of 6 children apart from Kim Porter. He also has children with other women. Justin Combs with Misa Hilton, a fashion stylist. Quincy Brown, Porter's son from a previous relationship, whom Diddy helped raise, and Chance Combs with Sarah Chapman. So the controversies is that he's had his fair share, right? Ranging from legal issues to personal drama and the incest controversy. All right. There has been some speculation and rumors surrounding Diddy's family, especially in terms of the relationships with his children's mother and how they coexisted in his life. In 2019, there was a lot of buzz about him and his relationship with Lori Harvey, the daughter of TV personality Steve Harvey. People speculate about the age gap between them and the blurred lines of his past relationships with women, closely connected to his other children's mothers. But they still cleaned it up. Okay, they made some accusations about inappropriate behavior, particularly about his family dynamics, were portrayed publicly. Okay, we already know that. Okay, get to it. No concrete evidence, so they say, but it is concrete evidence. Okay, because, being a Satanist, a Luciferian, and getting down with the get down, there's possibilities that there's incest in the family. Yes. This is what these Satanists do. This is not unheard of. And I'm just saying, I've been said this, him being a witch, a warlock, up into this ritual magic, passing down these demons for this vampire energy that he is consuming because they need the blood, right? The blood, which gives him the power, which gives him the energy to move the way that he does. So I'm believing, yes, for the youth and whatever else secrets that they have up in Hollywood that the elites choose to do based on ancient customs and traditions. And this is how you keep the bloodline strong, because really they're all related. Okay? I'm not just talking about the family separate, but I'm just saying, just think of, these people are touching hands with people in high places. So the politicians, the public officials, the people in the deep state, the presidents, the bloodline. This is how they're working things in the bloodline for the entertainment, the sect off. Remember that word? Sect. S-E-C-T. I think I've gotten better saying it. There's different branches off. And we always want to start off by saying the Illuminati. But it's higher. It's higher. Okay? Who do you think is orchestrating these things? The Rosicrucians? The Knights Templar? Come on now. The Scottish Rite is the 33-degree Mason already. And he's the Black Boule. For him to have this much money and this much influence, he's done what it has done. He's been to other countries, going to the demonic priest and getting prayed on and doing these sacrifices and doing these incantations and doing these things. He's already done it. And they rushing him out of the at 10 p.m. at night. That is unheard of. For what? Because you're manifesting. He is Azaziel, y'all. He is the scapegoat. I told you. He is the one who is to go down to expose the truth in Hollywood. Hollywood would never be the same after this. Tell me that it will be. It won't be. Tell me that it will be, but it won't be. So on this day, let me give y'all time to let that swell in your head and your mind. But, these people are in a secret society, a death cult. These people are Freemasons. The Boule, they can't get out. And they don't want to. But anyway, after Biggie's death, many conspiracy theories, have suggested that the East Coast, West Coast rap rivalry was all a catalyst for Biggie's killing, of course, because the Illuminati, they put out hits, yes. Are they okay, the hits? Yes. Because you're within protection. You have a certain amount of power to move how you want to. But if things go bad, or if just how he got, they said it was the alcohol company who brought him down. Because he thought he was high and mighty and he can go against them for some other things that he thought that was not fair concerning him and their business relationship. But they showed him who was boss, and that's what I'm just saying. It's deception. It's mammon. You get so deep up in these things, you cannot get out. He's a slave also. A willing participant, but he's a slave. And they use you up for what they got going, and you either you fight your way out, you die your way out, you jail your way out, because that's the thing, you suicide your way out, because that's what it's going to end up to. That's what it boils down to. But Diddy himself always denied any involvement in the mystery of surrounding Biggie and Tupac. Remember, of course, he's not stupid, and then he has people over him. He has as many other people in the industry that they don't even talk about. Clive Davis, come on now, the one who groomed him. We have Leor. We have, what is the black one's names? I can never say them. Quincy Jones died. And then there's many, many more. We have Oprah. We have the Levine dude, very powerful. And then they all of them. Tyler Perry, they all guilty. Guilty! But I don't know who's the Illuminati, that's the deep state. You can't, but, there's the hierarchy. There's a hierarchy over the Illuminati. Put it that way. So you get what I'm saying? So there's people in high places. That's why Jay-Z, you ain't heard nothing about him lately, right? But I don't want to stay on this too long. I just wanted to let you know that this man, I've been telling you, they're in a sex cult. He's in the occult. Yes, they play with ritual magic, sex magic, killing of animals, significance within, the children that they mess with that's underage, the age 9, the age 13, the age 11, 15 and 16, then they can do other things within the occult, spells and, having orgies within themselves at a young age. Like, this is what they're doing with these children. Sexual acts and taking pictures and, worst to the worst. We already know Panda Eyes. Did you guys see my video from a while ago with Orlando Brown? Go back and watch it with Capone. Okay, yeah. So it's been going on. Like the Disney, Walt Disney, he is he's a Rosicrucian. He is the highest of the highest of the highest of the highest, because he grooms the kid's mind. It's like MK Ultra for the mind. You get what I'm saying? The mind, the body and soul. Just think we was raised on Disney. You get what I'm saying? And then look at the Disney stars, what they had to endure, the bestiality, all of that. And then they still doing it today, some of them. And then what was that one, the Friends girl that went crazy? Amanda Bynes, but she got her mind back. Amen for that, right? Just think about many who didn't get out. Thousands and thousands and thousands. Ali Carter and all of them. P. Diddy, he's Azaziel. They used him until it all blew up. And they sucked them dry with all the everything. And then his kids, woe is them, but ain't woe is them, because they're groomed too. They was indoctrinated too. From the beginning too, since birth too, because they was raised in it. He knew exactly what he was doing. But the people over him knew exactly what they was doing. But yeah, they began to use magic. Because you have to use magic with Satan, with Lucifer, the one who they worship. Baphomet, these deities, Aleister Crowley, do what thou wilt. Yes, him. That is the whole law. Sean P. Diddy comes with all these names, flipping the script and changing faces. No, them demons, y'all. Okay? So, he definitely has his legacy in the music industry. It's undeniable. And his catalog and his hit albums and the rosters, the artists who have shaped hip-hop culture. But how did he get that big? Thank you, because he was doing things behind the scenes, So, yeah, he's hit his milestone, and then they locked him up. Locked up, won't let you out. He's built an empire on cultivating his powerful public persona as a... Now, and a nasty man, a sodomite. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more content like this, and I'm out. Peace.